The viewers, a month after 41 people lost their lives in the deadly Karur stampede tragedy, the families of the victims are now facing yet another kind of apathy. TVK chief Vijay, during whose rally the tragic incident took place, has finally met the kin of the deceased. However, instead of travelling to Karur to meet the grieving families individually, the actor turned politician invited them to a resort in Mahabalipuram. Vijay arranged buses for the families and reportedly spoke to each of them for around 10 minutes. But all interactions were held behind closed doors. Sources tell Times Now that the TVK chief broke down during the interaction and assured the families that he and his party stand with them and will take care of all their needs and expenses. Meanwhile, the ruling DMK, which has dismissed Vijay as a part-time, non-serious politician, has criticized Vijay's behavior, calling it an insult to injury as far as the bereaved families are concerned.
I have never seen work-from-home politician. Of course, we have work-from-home IT professional, work-from-home finance professionals, but decision of Vijay to meet the families of victims of Karur stampede by inviting them to Chennai and making them stay in a resort is a great insult to the tragedy that these families have incurred. My chief minister went the same day. Other political opposition leaders to my party have also visited the same day or the few days after the tragedy. But this gentleman has not managed to visit them.
All right, we have some breaking news coming in. The TVK is now justifying its decision to hold this meeting at a resort. Their defense is that they were unable to find any appropriate venue in Karur, adding that cops only gave them permission for 3 hours, which was not sufficient for them. Let's go right across to Dharni for more on this. Dharni, now this is interesting. Now they say that cops didn't give them permission for more than 3 hours. They were unable to find an appropriate spot to actually carry out this particular meeting. This is, of course, something that will be seen as an afterthought, because at the end of the day, if they really wanted to, they could have gone earlier. This whole meeting itself happening a month later itself raises a number of questions.
Well, a top TVK functionary has given us two reasons as to why the TVK was forced to bring these families to Chennai and make them meet Vijay. Reason number one is that they couldn't find an appropriate venue in Karur for this meet. And reason number two is very interesting. They say that the Karur police only gave 3 hours of permission for Vijay to meet the families there. That is why they had to choose Chennai, because in 3 hours Vijay will not be able to meet all the families individually, and he'll not be able to spend considerable time with them. He'll not be able to fully take part in their grief, and that is why in need of longer hours, TVK was forced to take the decision to bring all these families to Chennai so that Vijay can spend longer hours with them, and Vijay can speak to them for a longer period of time, understand their concerns, and take part in their grief personally.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, Dharni, with that quick update. Let's quickly take it across to our guest now joining us. With us is Kovai Satya, national spokesperson of the AIDMK. With us also is Kasturi Shankar, actress. Jagdishwaran is a political analyst joining us. Ranjana Natchiyaar is spokesperson of the TVK, and Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, joins us on the show. Kovai Satyan, what is the problem with, doing this kind of a meeting? Because ultimately he's met them, and in fact, TVK would have us believe that they were not given a venue and they were only given a limited time of 3 hours to meet with family members, which wasn't enough. How do you respond to that, Kovai Satyan?
Yeah, good evening to my fellow panelists and to you, Madhav. You are a most popular personality in the society. The moment you are in public life, from dusk to dawn, whatever actions you do will definitely face criticism and there will be comments. But you cannot do something where these criticisms turns out to be true. After 41 precious life lost in Karur, Vijay left the place has not gone well with the common man and people of Tamil Nadu. Now, after 40 days, calling them to Chennai and expressing grief and condolences, I'm not sure on what parlance of leadership attribute and quality you can define it. Nowhere in the globe I have seen any such scenarios that has taken place, to the best of my knowledge. This will definitely draw criticism. And yes, it has to convince the common man hard enough in days to come for these kinds of actions. Looks like he has not learned the curve in politics. He is still not started it.
Okay. Ranjana, I would like you to respond to that because, at the end of the day, the optics of this don't look very good for Mr. Vijay. When the tragedy happens, you have politicians, minister, even the chief minister, all rushing towards Karur. Vijay leaves Karur at that point of time. Doesn't meet family members for over a month. And now, even when he is meeting them, he is meeting them at a spot which is 40 kilometers from his house. But the family members have to travel by bus 300 kilometers. The optics of this don't look very good. Say the DMK and the ADMK.
When you see the situation from outside, obviously same like you, even I will feel why we should show grief only in their place, in their home. Even like you feel, I also feel the same, but the practical situation is we opt for permission in Karur. Morning they give permission, evening they withdrew the permission. They just want to tell us the reason. Just please understand. That is the only reason they give for their withdrawal. So this doesn't happen for one day. It happens continuously. And that our team decided not to make it as a political stunt. We just want to meet the people, meet the victim families. So we have decided to keep it in Chennai to ensure the people's safety.
Chennai or Mahabalipuram?
And of course, yeah, Chennai, Mahabalipuram, of course, we have given that comfort. We have booked 50 rooms in Mahabalipuram resort and we ensure their safety, everything, and also the grief was in private place. We ensure their privacy too, and they have deeply moved.
Okay, Jagdish, I want you to respond to that. Is the state government that's actually not granting permission? This is repeatedly happening with us during the rally also. And even when we wanted to meet the family members, it is a permission that is being denied. We didn't want to make that into an issue and therefore decided to meet them somewhere else. Respond to what the TVK is saying.
Yeah. First of all, this guy who put out a video on September 30th, 3 days after the Karur stampede, when the whole world was thinking Vijay is going to ask sorry, he's going to apologize to the people, he said, Stalin sir, are you taking revenge on me? This guy who wanted to politicize this whole Karur stampede event, after 30 days, this party is saying, we don't want to politicize this issue because they denied us permission. And where is the letter? And which police station did you go or which SP office did you go? Where did you seek the permission? Did you seek a permission first of all? You wrote a letter to DGP saying we need a green corridor, we need a zero tolerance. It's as if some prime minister of some other country is visiting India. You wanted that kind of permission. You never went to any police station. You never went to any superintendent office. And if at all it has been denied, why didn't you why didn't you take the legal course? See, these guys have never asked for permission. These guys are just lying. I mean, even the breaking news that you just told, I mean, is an official version from TVK? See, this whole event, there is not even a single official version from TVK so far.
The spokesperson of TVK is sitting on the show, sir. You can ask her. She's the official version.
I don't think she's a spokesperson of the party, but that's okay. But see, there is no. Did you see any tweets from the party? Did you see anybody who's talking to you, talking to any media people? Nothing has happened so far.
Okay, Ranjana, respond to that. No official comment coming in from your party. Secondly, who did you respond to in the police? He's asking you for details. Which police station, which officer did you go to and seek that permission? Because he's denying that you have even done that.
We can't show you everything in papers. I'm just a spokesperson. I can't show you everything in papers. Okay. When time comes, we will prove in the court, not in the media. We will prove in the court. There is a CBI investigation now. We will prove in the court. You have to wait and see.
Okay, we'll prove it in the court. Kasturi Shankar, the debate over the stampede apart, do you believe that a person, a responsible leader, a cine star, somebody who has immense popularity, someone like Vijay should have actually met with the victims in the resort? Because, there is a view that this is actually, adding insult to injury.
Where do I even begin, Madhav? I started out as a diehard fan of Mr. Vijay. But the happenings or the absence thereof in the last 30 days have really instilled a sense of deep disappointment and distress, if one may say so, regarding what this party is even doing. I mean, I see Miss Ranjana Natchiyaar here. No offense to her, with due respect, she has not been named as the official spokesperson of the party. You may ask me, has the party actually named anybody as their official spokesman? The party has not done anything. You will be at a loss to find any official communication from the party. We don't know where the party office is. Usually when such condolence meetings happen in any other party, and Kovai Satyan can, corroborate what I'm saying, if something of this import happens, it will happen in a party office. If it was Vijay Kant and he has met his people consistently in his party premises, whether it is ADMK, they will meet at a party premises. It's another thing that they will take their MLAs to a resort. That is usually what people do in Mahabalipuram, is they hide their MLAs from poachers during election season. This is very new. Let's even just say, I've never heard of this. We have seen crowds for NTR Garu. We have seen crowds for Anna, MGR, Pavan Kalyan, Seeman. We have seen crowds for Madam Jayalalitha. Crowds are not new in Tamil Nadu. Political crowds are not new. Film crowds wanting to see their favorite film star are not new. We have MGR in our history. So to even react for Mr. Vijay took 3 days. And after that, it has taken 30 days for him to actually come out of his house. And how out has he come? He has come out 40 kilometers. My question is, in these 30 days, okay, agreed, police didn't give permission, there will be other untoward incidents. We want to prevent any kind of loss of life or property. If Vijay comes, are we saying, is Ranjana Natchiyaar agreeing that your party cadre, your party followers, Vijay's fans are that unruly that you cannot come out? That the party leader cannot come out at all without causing commotion? I don't think. I think I'm more charitable to Mr. Vijay. And my question is, okay, Vijay can't come, fine. What about organizing a condolence meeting or a tribute meeting in Karur? VVIP did it. Another party did it. They put all the photos of the 41 people and they paid condolences, they paid tribute.
Okay.
What about these people? Why can't
I know you've asked a lot of questions to Ranjana, but before Ranjana comes in, I want to bring in Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar Iyer, do you agree with Kasturi that she has a fair point? If other parties can do a condolence meeting in Karur, then why not Vijay? And this whole business of, having security, not having security, Vijay is a wealthy star. He's the biggest face. Surely he can organize security.
No, Madhav, definitely Vijay, from the beginning, he has made several reckless moves, several irresponsible approaches, and today he finds himself where he is. Now, having said that, we cannot also forget the overall situation. You see, he had sent a team with, because there was definitely the administration was not making it easier for him. And, apart from his request for a corridor and all that, they had made it very clear that he would not be very welcomed in Karur, number one. Number two, he had sent a team, and that team made the family speak to him on video, each family. Then after that, whatever money he had announced, that is 20 lakhs for each of those family of those victims, that money was given. After that, he wanted to go there, but somehow or the other, the administration was not cooperating. And Vijay did not want to step out. Still, the matter reached the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court ordered a CBI inquiry. So a person who started out as a lion today finds himself in an optics where he is seen as a rat caught in a snare. So that is, but at the same time, there is other thing going on. Rahul has been speaking to him. There are people from the ADMK side also sending out signals. But at the moment, Vijay wants to get over the first part. So today's exercise was basically to overcome this. Because, see, all said and done, of course, Kovai Santan today has been more than critical of Vijay, but definitely they are hoping that he will at least give up his path and come.
Yeah.
Now, another question is, if Vijay was so guilty, why did not police file name him as the main accused right from the beginning?
Very important
now
point.
The matter is before the CBI.
Yeah, very important point. In fact, let me bring Koi Satyan on that. Koi Satyan, this is your leader, Rajendra Balaji. I believe he's a former minister who has come out and backed Vijay over his decision to distribute 20 lakhs for victims at his virtual meeting. He also stands by them, etc. Why is your party trying to reach out to Vijay? Because you're on one hand calling his actions insensitive, irresponsible, etc. But this is what your top leaders are doing.
See, let us not confuse between an electoral alliance and the actions of a leader. And in a free democracy, anybody can condemn, criticize, or pass on opinion about leaders' actions. So we are free to do it. Our only worry is Vijay party being a startup party and being an impact in the political space should not be carried away. Whatever happenings that's circling around him, and he should understand to what length the DMK can go to silence them. And this event of Karur, as I've been repeatedly saying, DMK see it as an opportunity to gain a backdoor entry to control Vijay through these cases. The evidence is the civil case was suddenly turning into a criminal one, and Vijay's name was intentionally being left out, and senior leader Duraimurugan saying that we'll include his name as and when it is necessary. So the plan of DMK was clear and evident to take control of Vijay through backdoor. So we are all worried about justice being given to those victims and the families. That's where we stand. Also, it is as a responsible opposition to caution the political party because they don't have that experience like what we have. If going by the trend, I'm all worried that the advisors of Vijay will expect the election commission to keep the ballot boxes in a 5-star hotel for all 234 constituencies and expect the people to come and vote. This kind of trend is what you expect to set. This is not. Leaders in political space win hearts by standing on the ground with the people. We have seen corporate life having an option of work from home. Work from home, work from office works for corporate life, not for somebody who is in a political space and not for a political party.
Leaders have to find a way to get amongst the people, and and it is a fact. It is a fact, Ranjana, that whether we're talking about Prime Minister Modi, whether we're talking about leader of opposition Mr. Rahul Gandhi, they are people who have huge amount of security with them, and they are also people who are extremely popular in whichever state they may go to. But the point is that they also have to go and interact with the people on ground. You can't run away from that. At the end of the day, work from home is for corporates, not for politicians. Ranjana.
I just want to ask you one question. Why all other parties like BJP, ADMK, DMK, everybody is teaching something to our leader Vijay, that Vijay has to go here and show his grief in their house? Even Vijay sir knows that. Even every other person will do that. You all are telling our leader, you all are teaching politics to our leader. That is not your job. You keep developing your parties, you keep working for your party's growth. And we are bothered about our party's name and fame. Why do you all bother when the victims,
are making a lot of rookie mistakes. These are mistakes that are startup like your party, where you have nobody who has got the political experience of handling big events is present. So they are saying that the other political parties, you would not see this kind of thing happening.
We are going to face. That's okay. We set a new trend. TVK sets a new trend.
Ma'am, new trend? What do you mean by new trend? 41 people are dead. 41 people are dead. You're meeting people in resorts. Is this a new trend? This is not correct, Ranjana Natchiyaar. This is a completely unacceptable argument. I'm sorry.
All our lessons we have learned. The mischief makers, the DMK has created all these things. The mismanagement of the state government. The state government has failed to ensure the safety of the people.
Of course the state government has failed, and the Supreme Court has pulled them up also.
As you say,
the High Court has brought in safeguards. How about taking some responsibility yourself as well, ma'am?
New party, new leader, emerging party. Then why not the state government? Now you people are worried about why he didn't go here, why he is working from home, why he is not doing this and that. Why you guys all
ma'am, these are issues of sensitivity. You are not understanding this.
Activities, our parties.
Ranjana Ji, you are not understanding the fact that as a politician, perception is what matters the most in the people's court, in the people's opinion. somewhere or the other, that perception doesn't seem to have sunk in with either Mr. Vijay or your party's leaders. Once again, many hands going up, but Mr. Jagdishwaran, it is the state government that is targeting us. And it is a fact. They do have a point, because the Supreme Court did also pull up the state government. Let's not mince words. From, senior officials briefing, which gave a sort of impression that all the investigation was premeditated, so on and so forth. Many points that even the courts have had, to find fault with the state government there.
Yeah, see, first of all, I'll just answer to that. She was asking why is everybody trying to teach Mr. Vijay. See, this is not about political leader. This is not about even an actor. This is about a human. See, no human in this world will ask somebody, will ask the kin of somebody who's dead to come to their house and get your condolence. Has it ever happened in the history of India? I don't know. Has it ever happened anywhere in the world? And how could it? I mean, this is inhuman. Humankind doesn't do this. Humankind doesn't do this. So does it mean that TVK is not fit? Does it fit in the humankind? You guys are zombies. Is TVK a zombie party?
He is a true leader.
Then I would agree. Okay.
Vijay,
come on. Be a human first of all. Be a human. First of all, be a human. Be a human first of all.
More than a politician.
What? He ran away. He ran away from the spot. When a reporter was asking, sir, 30 people are dead, sir, he was running away. He was running. He was talking on the mic when people are dying on the floor. He was talking on the mic. He was singing songs. He was throwing a bottle. There was complaint that a child is missing. Adi Arjuna came up and said, sir, Aspika is missing. How did Mr. Vijay deal with that? He just asked him like a rapper. Some pencil is gone. So he said, okay, guys, friends, please find Aspika. If it is your child, will it be responsible for that? This is the way a leader will behave. He will say, guys, just find Aspika. What sort of nonsense is this? People are dying. He was just singing songs. Ambulances were passing away. He was still singing songs. The bouncer came up and said, sir, burst ho gaya, sir. Crowd burst ho gaya. Stop your rally. Adi Arjuna came. The crowd is bursting, sir. Please stop it. Wrap it up. He never stopped it. He wanted people to die. And he was saying, Vijay is a human.
Ranjana.
30 days. No human will stay inside house for 30 days without any remorse. Vijay is the only human being. Vijay doesn't fit into humankind.
Okay. Ranjana.
Without knowing anything about happenings in the ground, please don't.
For kind information, I was in a party for 1 year.
Things which didn't happen there. It didn't.
Ma'am, it is a fact that Vijay knew that this was happening.
I know, but you are not.
He was asked repeatedly to call up the rally. Is that not a fact?
When the stampede happens, you are not there. You don't know the ground reality there.
Ma'am, it's well documented. There are videos across the social media. We can see what's happened at that point of time.
You have to understand that if Vijay sir is going to meet the people in the hospital, what will happen? Another unrest situation will happen there.
What will happen?
As a true leader with good humanity, another unrest situation might happen there again.
So he's not going to come for the elections.
So we don't want that to happen.
No, he's not going to come for the votes, right?
But ma'am, how will he campaign in the elections? If this is the case, how will he campaign in the elections?
He will come.
You will call Vijay coming to Panayur, right?
That is not your botheration. Why do you bother about our campaign?
I'm not bothered.
Why do you bother?
Madam, there are innocent lives at stake over here. The lives of citizens. Everybody has a right to be bothered. Whether you like it or not, if someone has to take responsibility for that. Kasturi Shankar, do these arguments make sense to you?
Yeah, no. First of all, Madam Ranjana, I don't think you're defending your party. You're really putting your party under a bus with your insensitivity right now. You ask why is anybody bothered about your party? Nobody's bothered about your party. We are bothered about lives lost in a simple campaign, in a simple roadshow, when your leader shows up on the road, right? And I talk as somebody who likes him. I talk as somebody who wanted him to do something different. And if you're the kind of people he has in his party, I'm sorry, this is not supposed to be a personal attack, but you need to understand, where are your second-run leaders? Is there anybody else in the party other than Vijay? Because everybody is invisible. The people who have lost lives are dealing with that. There are people, there are fans out there who are even now willing to give their lives, willing to maybe, do things like self-immolate and things like that to show their loyalty to Vijay, Mr. Vijay. But the so-called leaders of the party, where are they? They won't even come out. They won't even risk arrest. They won't even do anything for your party leader. What kind of second-run leadership? What kind of support is that? Who is representing Mr. Vijay in Mr. Vijay's absence? Number one. Number two, let him not step out of his house. He can talk on video every day, write letters. Once upon a time when there was no email, when there were no communication channels, when Chacha Nehru was in jail, okay? When Sri Jawaharlal Nehru was in jail, he still got the news out. He still wrote letters to his party people. He wrote books. He wrote letters to his daughter. Mr. Vijay doesn't know how to write one word a day saying, this is what we are doing. Have there been any official communication from the TVK about anything?
Answer that, Ranjana. Answer that. Question for you.
No, she doesn't have an answer because she is only worried about why we are questioning the party, why we are questioning our leader. Who will not question a person who has to be responsible?
Do you want to respond to Kasturi? Because Kasturi says she's speaking as a fan. She's speaking as a fan. Why could you not articulate? Bring out a statement, bring out an article, communicate what you had to say. Even the video that came in 4 days later or 3 days later.
What happened? You tell us what happened. Why is no?
I would like to tell all fans of Vijay and all. Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Madam, why
I would like to tell all Vijay sir's fans.
Ma'am, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead. Ranjana, go ahead.
I couldn't receive your voice. No, I couldn't hear you.
Ma'am, she is asking you, why could you not communicate better? Why could you not write an article? Why could you not put out a statement? Even the video statement came 3 to 4 days later from the incident. Vijay, if he wanted, he could have communicated better. And unfortunately, the reality today is by calling all of these families to the Madurai resort, the perception is that he's not a grassroots leader. He's not a leader who's grounded. He's not a leader who will be on the floor with the people and understand their pain on their terms. He's somebody who will have to do this kind of 5-star campaigning only. And that's the only way that he'll be able to reach out to people. And that's a shame.
Vijay sir, I would like to tell all Vijay sir's fans that he will definitely come out for this 2026 election, meet every citizens of India, of Tamil Nadu, all the people of Tamil Nadu, and he will ensure the safety, and also he will become the CM of Tamil Nadu in 2026. That is for sure. And we will take the tips from Madam Kasturi also. Her tips also will help us in developing the party, I believe. And so many people are giving so many tips to develop the party, to develop our leadership qualities and all that. We also welcome that. And, we don't, the victim's family don't bother or doesn't show any objection to come and meet Vijay sir in Chennai, because they understood the ground reality, because they understood the mischief makers thing which happened in Karur, so they just accepted.
Mischief makers, ma'am.
They want.
Ma'am, reality of what happened is subject matter of CBI. Perhaps someday Vijay will also at some day, he will hopefully take responsibility for his actions, not of the actions of the state government, of course, but of his actions and his acts of omission and commission. But Shekhar Iyer, I want to ask you this realistically. Now, every political combination, whether it is the NDA, whether it is the India Alliance, are all looking at Vijay as a potential post-election, alliance partner, possibly if the numbers don't add up, if there is a hung house, and if Vijay gets those numbers. But the problem over here, and the perception that's bound to go out, is that Vijay is somebody who either has no advisors, as Kasturi was mentioning a short while ago, or has lacking the political maturity, or is somebody who's just not connected to the ground. And as somebody who is very popular as a film star, that it's very unfortunate to see the way that things are folding out.
Indeed, Madhav, in fact, our discussion is a good indicator. You know, if Vijay is going to do what he has been doing so far, and he thinks he can plow a lonely furrow, he is going to go sink. So he has to decide what is his priority. So he has to join the opposition alliance against the DMK if he really wants to, fight the DMK in the elections. Because today, the fact that he has no friend. See, initially, EPS came out in support of Vijay. In fact, EPS was the first leader to say that the state government is responsible. But today, Kove Satya is singing a different tune. Why? Because Vijay has spurned the support he has received from so many people. That's why he is alone. And you see, yes, that incident, Karur incident, cannot be dismissed simply because arising out of the mismanagement by the TVK. Because there are several layers to that episode. That is why Supreme Court took cognizance and there is a CBI inquiry. But at the same time, Vijay needs to get more, I would say, more educated on how fighting this politics.
Absolutely.
First of all, he has to decide who is his rival. See, all this talk of it is between me and the DMK, all that has fallen flat. So today he has to become part of the opposition alliance. Otherwise, I don't think he's going anywhere.
Well, what will Vijay do? And is he, learning these political lessons in a very, very tough and a difficult sort of manner? Because clearly, of course, in terms of the vision, in terms of political strategy, a lot of questions that keep popping up every now and then is, are these just rookie mistakes? And can somebody who's as popular as him afford to make such rookie mistakes? What will the final impact of all of this be as far as the electorate of Tamil Nadu is concerned? That's something we know the answer of only in about next 5 to 6 months. I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us. Kovai Satyam, Kasturi Shankar, Jagdishwar and Ranjana Natchiyaar, Shekhar Iyer. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.